Do you want to know the secret that helped me get more than 12 job offers as a senior ux/UI designer? My name is Anna, and today I would like to tell you step-by-step guide what exactly you have to do to get hired with your CV. We will discuss the type of CV, the structure, what you have to do and what you don't have to do. This video will full of practical information. So make a tea and let's go. In 2024, CV or resume is one of the most important part how you can get hired. Normally, we can divide CV in two different types, passive and active. Passive CV, this is your social medias, LinkedIn, Upwork, sometimes Instagram or TikTok. If you filled in your profile correctly, if you have photo, portfolio case included to this one, if you active on the social medias, you can name that you passively promoting yourself. So when you have a proposal from recruiters, this is mean that your profiles or CV, passive CV, are work well. The second one is active CV. This is a document that's complete from 1 or 2 pages where you describe yourself as a professional. This one is active CV. Why? Because you have to apply and you send your CV as your short overview about yourself. Today we will speak more about the second type, active CV. And now I can tell that this part is one of the super important for junior designers and for senior. Why? Because this is the first iteration with your recruiter or client. This is how they can know who you are. And normally you have to know and follow 3 main things. First one, you have to send the correct CV with correct structure. Second one, this CV have to show who you are as a professional without water and without overview information. You have to stand out of other candidates. And the third one, you have to know how to apply and apply to a correct position. So your CV have to match with the job offer. And today we will speak step by step how you have to create this CV structure and what exactly you have to do to get answer. Let's go. Before we start, let's speak more about who will read your CV. Normally, this is a recruiter or HR who check more than 100 CV per the whole work week. So you can imagine how many people this person go through. This is why you have to know 2 main rules. First one, your CV has to have the correct format, and the second one, your CV has to be relevant. What do I mean when I talk about correct format? Here you can see 2 types of CV. The first one is linear CV. If you would like to apply to Canada, United States or Great Britain, you have to follow this one. So here you can see information one by one. This one is 2-column CV. This is more common for European countries. And this is crucial because here you can see the 2 columns and information separated. If you would like to match the job offer, you have to send the type of CV that was required. This is why I really suggest you, if you would like to apply to Europe, to use this one. If you would like to apply for Canada, United States or Great Britain, follow linear structure. Today I will show you my CV, and this CV is linear, and we will check what exactly I added to get hired and to get more than 12 offers. First of all, let's discuss the structure. Here you can see that my CV consists of 3 pages. Why? Because I have more than 5 years experience and I would like to show all my responsibilities. If you a beginner or junior or middle designer, normally you have to have from 1 to 2 pages, not more. 3 is really not super good format. Better if you have not more than 2 pages. Let's start with structure. So, at the beginning you can see my role, then my personal information, statement, my experience, then you can see hard skills and software, and the last one is my education. This is a common structure if your role is middle or senior designer. If you would like to apply as a junior, I recommend you to add your soft skills. Also, you can see that I didn't add language. Why? If you apply to United States, Canada or Great Britain, English is your mandatory communication language. So normally you have to speak super fluently. You don't have to add your level of English. If you apply for a company where you know that they work with Spain, Poland, Great Britain, etc. So there they have specific language. Sure, if you add your language as additional, like, Spanish C1, this will be your bonus and you will stand out from other candidates. But if you apply to Great Britain or Canada and you know that they work only inside of company, you don't need to add language as a part of your CV. Let's start with role. Role 1 is the most important part of your CV. So let's step back and remember how I told you that recruiter can check more than 1,000 CVs per 1 week. This is why they see this is your role. So do you match to this job offer or not? How you have to create your role? First of all, you have to add your level of experience, who you are, and what you would like to do. In this stage, I suggest you to correct your role depends on the job offer. What does it mean? So, for example, I am a senior UX designer and researcher. If I see that role that I would like to get include research skills, for sure I will add this one. If I see that this role is more about UX design and they don't need the researcher, maybe I will delete this part exactly for this company. So role is changeable part. And when you apply, check what they would like to see. In this case, you will have more chance to get a proposal for interview. Here you can see 2 types of role. The first one is UX UI designer. The second one is UI designer with motion skills, 5-year experience. Why the second one is better? Because if I would like to have a UI designer and motion skills are required, I will hire this one or get the interview proposal for this one, and this one will be skipped because here is more informed part for me. So UX UI designer, how many years of experience? UX UI, okay, but I would like to have a more UI designer. And it's not clear for me who you are. In this case, for me, it's clear who you are and what you can propose. This is why recommendation number 1, make your proposal more clear. Recommendation number 2, adapt your role based on job offer. Now let's make step back and speak more about photo. As you see, I didn't add photo to this CV. Why? Because if you apply for Canada, Great Britain, United States and some European country, you don't need to add your photo. This is why check it before apply. If you apply for European countries, most of them would like to see who you are and see your photo. So this is why I don't have photo, and photo is not obligatory part of your CV. The next part is your personal information. Super important part, and most of my students completed it not correctly. Why? So here, normally you have to add your name, surname, location, phone number, email, portfolio, link, LinkedIn link, sometimes if you are ready or not ready for relocation. But the biggest issue is that you don't make your links clickable. What does it mean? Just imagine that your CV was opened and they see just statistic information like link, phone number, and they are not clickable. So person have to copy it, search you. It's not relevant and it's not super fast. If you would like to make your CV more relevant and stand out from other candidates, I recommend you make your phone number clickable or add WhatsApp link, email clickable, portfolio case clickable and bold, so make it bigger than other texts, so it has to attention, and LinkedIn bold as well, bold and linked. This is how you can help recruiter to reach out to you, and sure, it will be super relevant if you would like to stand out from other candidates. Personal statement, one of the most discussable part of the CV. Some people told that you have to add it, some people told that you don't have to add it. My recommendation is, if you're a junior designer, you have to add your personal state. This is how you can show your person more. If you're a senior or middle UX/UI designer, it's not mandatory. In my CV, you don't see personal statement. Why? The reason is super easy, because I would like to show my experience, and I have a lot of experience, and if I add personal statement and experience, I will have not 3 pages, that it's also too much, but 4. So I decided to delete it. But anyway, let's discuss how you have to create. Personal statement is 4 or 5 sentences about who you are from the professional perspective. Guys, it's important. It's not about where did you live, what do you like to eat, or which movies are your favorite. It's not about this one. So please keep in mind that it has to be super intensive about you. And normally it consists of your introduction, hook, like how you can be helpful for company. The last one is call to action, why you would like to be a UX/UI designer exactly in this company. So this part is also edible. When you apply for a job, you can change it a little bit based on job offer. Here you can see the formula that you can use if you would like to create your personal statement. Part experience. One of the most important part that we have in our CV. This is why you will be hired. This is why they would like to speak with you more. I mean recruiters or clients, see who you are as an expert. For me, as a senior designer, you can see that I added my previous role in company and I use this structure. First example, I use my role, who am I? The second one, where did I work? The name of company. Here you can see that I added the time period how long did I work there. And then I start to describe what did I do. And here you can see some interesting point. I made a bold part with numbers. So here I highlight what I gave to company as a designer. So how they earn money with me. Okay, let's speak super simple. So here you can see persons, the KPIs, what exactly I did. So my hard skills is super important. Okay. But how I make them countable in money. This is what you have to do as well. So, first of all, explain what did you do, which hard skills you use, and numbers that you gave to your company. The first experience that I showed here, the last experience, so the most actual. If you see here, I add the present time, so I'm currently work in this company, and the second one will be my work before this company. So you have to make it vice versa. The first one, company, is the last one, where do you work. Remark if you don't have experience. What you have to do? You have to describe your case studies. You can use the same structure. Yes, you don't have KPIs. Yes, you don't have some parts that you can show as a real experience. But also you can use your hard skills. What software did you use? What achievements did you meet? What UX UI design skills you use, and add here. Normally it have to be 4 or 5 not really long sentences. The second part is hard skills. So I know that this point is not super easy for junior UX UI designers because they don't have any idea what they have to add there. Normally what you can do, you can make a small research, go to LinkedIn, check the job offers, near 4 or 5, highlight the most common hard skills that they have, compare with your current hard skills. If you have them, add them. But here I would like to suggest you super specific structure that I use to show my hard skills. So I don't create just a list like, I don't know, UX research, design system, styles, wireframes. I think there is no logic in these words because it just can be copy-paste. I create my own structure for this one. How does it look? Here you can see the formula. What exactly you need to add? You have to start with your hard skill, add what exactly you did, where, and for what. Let's use, for example, wireframes. So, create wireframes in Figma for completing user test. For example, quantitative. So, here you can show your hard skills, software, and for what you did it. Not just like wireframes. But what exactly you achieve with this hard skill? Normally you have to add near 5-7 hard skills and make it like this. This is really win structure. I spoke with recruiters and asked them like, what do you think about this one? And they told that for them it's not so important, but then they show the CV to designers. They told that it's really cool, that they know what to speak with you about on interview and what exactly you can do. So take my life hack and use it. The next logical part is software. This one you already mentioned in your hard skills, but I suggest you to duplicate this information. Here you really can name just a list. Also, you can use the structure the list and what exactly you do there. But my recommendation is add not only design tool. What do I mean? So sure, you can add like Figma, Adobe, Illustrator, etc. But what if you add something extra? For example, you can add Miro, the board where you create your workshops. You can add Jira, yes, the software where you make your task and work with your team. Confluence, this is also super essential because then you would like to be hired, you will work not only as a designer. You need to communicate with your team, and these tools are super relevant. Your next question can be, okay, Anna, what if I don't have experience? It doesn't matter. Yes. So you can check just a YouTube video about Jira and you will know what it is. Jira is recreated based on each company. So it's okay if you don't know exactly how to work there. But if you understand what it is, add it. Don't hesitate. You need to show you as a super wits person. So write near 5-7 software. If you have more, add more, but don't forget about additional tools that you also use, but not in design way. Soft skills. I am not a fan of soft skills. Why? Because when I saw the CV of my students, I saw the list of soft skills and normally they are all about nothing. So, okay, let's imagine I will write, I have a team kind of thinking. I am a team player. What does it mean? Like how you can prove this one? So normally these words, they are copy paste and you see the same phrases CV after CV and there is no any reason to add it. You can do it only in one case if you can show proofs. For example, here you can see example how my student add the information about her soft skill. So she described how exactly she used it. For example, here you can see team player. She told that she worked as a teacher previously and she worked with a lot of amount of people, with children, with teachers, and they work together all the time. This is how she know how to manage, how to find compromise with other team players. Yes, it can be like this, but if you write just team player, it means nothing. So or skip it or give proofs. But anyway, don't add a lot on this part. But what if I tell you that you don't need to create CV only by yourself and I can help you, and not only with CV? Let's create your CV, cover letter, Figma file for portfolio case, LinkedIn and Upwork profile, and interview preparation together. All this you can find in Marker's Start ux.ui design career. There I will guide you step by step how to find your work of dream. More information about this video, follow link and start your career right now. Education. The last part in your CV. It doesn't matter is it linear CV for Canada and United States or is it 2-column CV. Education is the last part. And here the most important part and point to follow the vice versa system. So the last education that you have will be the first in your list. So for example, if I complete courses yesterday, I will put them on the first place. And my higher education I will put on the last place as a beginning of my career. Here you can ask me 2 questions and I heard them the most often from my students. First one, do I have to write my higher education if it's not covered as a design? So for example, I'm an economist or I'm a teacher. Should I add this education, higher education, to this list? Yes, you have to. Higher education is your proofs that you're intelligent person, and normally if you work with higher education and you graduated, you will get more salary. This is why, yes, you have to add it. Also, you have to add all your courses, but only that was related to design. So higher education could be not design, but all courses, boot camps, etc., only related to design. And the second question, is it mandatory to have higher education as a designer? My answer will be, it depends where you would like to apply. If you would like to apply in Europe, in some countries it's not super relevant and you can have your higher education not related to design. But if we speak about Canada, United States or Great Britain, yes, you have to if you are a beginner. For example, in my case, I have a medical education. I don't have design education, but anyway, I applied to Canada or United States because I have experience. So if you have already experience, you can try to apply. But if you don't have any experience, yes, you have to have higher education related to design for Canada, United States and Great Britain. Let's speak more about the structure of your education. You have to add the name of your courses, for example, or if it's higher education, you have to name of your university. Also, you have to name the time when you start your education and finish, and what achievements did you get. So now you can see my full structure for apply as a UX/UI designer. It can be changeable, depends on your experience, depends on your role and where you would like to apply. But remember that the essential part is role, experience part and hard skills. This is how you can show who you are as a designer. Before you will go, I would like you to check what exactly you have to add before you send your CV. First of all, check the format of your CV. The best option is PDF, so it will be opened on each device. Also, check the number of your pages. As you see, I added how many pages I have. It will be helpful if your CV will be printed. Third part, name of your CV. I recommend you to use this structure. Add your surname, the role what you would like to apply. So for example, my surname is Lavrenova and the role was UX researcher. This is how it will look like. And don't forget that CV is only one part from the whole structure. Yes, it's super important, but anyway, you have to have your portfolio cases. You have to know how to write cover letter. Your LinkedIn have to be filled in. You have to have your interview preparation. You have to add Figma file for each portfolio case. So if you complete all these points, I guarantee you that you will get hired as soon as possible. Follow this channel, like this video, and see you next time.